Welcome back to the OK Prep Signing Day Special. I'm your host, Michael Knight, also the managing director of OKPreps.com. I'm joined now in studio by Booker T. Washington running back Justice Hill, who signed today with Oklahoma State to be a Cowboy. Justice, first off, thanks for coming in this evening.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now let's talk about Oklahoma State. We're going to get into Booker T. Washington. We're going to get into your career here in a bit. But I want to talk about OSU because you were, I believe, the first D1 commit in the 2016 class. In fact, I don't have to say I believe. Right, yeah. I knew. You're the first D1 commit in the 2016 class. We talked about it here briefly before we came on. You've been committed to OSU for nearly a calendar year. You committed on February 9th last year, and you've been committed to the Cowboys ever since. At any point, look, you've already signed. You're still waterbound. At any point during the last year, did you think, maybe it's not the place for me?
Not at all. I was 100% since I committed. You know, a commitment is that. So as soon as I committed, I was going to stay committed to them.
How hard did schools still pursue you after, especially spring ball? Maybe some colleges wanted to see how durable you were coming off the shoulder injury. You definitely answered those critics by having a strong senior year. How strong did other schools come after you despite being committed to OSU?
Well, during the springtime, they were coming pretty hard. And during the season, pretty much no one after that except Oklahoma State. And so I just stayed committed to Oklahoma State. They continued to love on me, show me everything about the school, and it was a pretty easy decision.
Why Oklahoma State? I know I asked you that last February, but you've had chances to go on unofficial visits, on official visits, so you've seen more of OSU. You've talked with the coaching staff. Why OSU?
It's just the perfect fit for me. Just the coaches, the team, everything about Oklahoma State, the school, everything about it is just perfect for me, and it's the perfect fit.
Now let's talk about your career at Booker T. Washington, because it's one that it's kind of an up and down deal where you've dealt with injuries in the past. You've spent your sophomore year splitting carries with another running back. Then your senior season finally comes around, and you're the guy. You're without a doubt. You have a new quarterback coming in, so you're without a doubt the guy. Right. How would you describe your career at Booker T?
I would definitely define it as a success, saying that at the end of the day, I was a Division I athlete. I came in my freshman year, didn't play at all. Sophomore year, I only played the fourth quarters really, and that got me Oklahoma State. Just a couple of carries in the fourth quarter got me Oklahoma State. And so junior year I had a couple of injuries. I still played throughout the season, wound up with 1,500 yards. And now I'm committed, and it's just a great feeling, and I would really definitely consider this a success.
And now I want to talk to you about Joshua Jacobs, the McLean standout, signed this morning with Alabama, because I was told back in, I think, October or so that you and him used to be teammates on the same Little League team. That's unfair. That's unfair. Right. With the both of you on the same team in the backfield, I'm assuming the coach really had a non-deal. Like, he didn't really have to do anything. Just give one of these two.
Yeah, man. We won. It was 3 state championships. 3 back-to-back without losing the game throughout the whole season. It was special. Every time we got the ball, we pretty much scored, and so it was really special. I'm proud of him. He going to Alabama. That's a great program, and so he came on the scene late. I really thought he should have been getting looks way before that, and so now that he's signed into a place he really wants to go, I'm proud.
Is it a wild deal for you watching a guy who you grew up with just absolutely explode? And it seemed like it happened overnight, because I'm going to be honest, I talked about it in our first segment, how I don't remember anything like this in Oklahoma. I think it's probably the best recruiting story out of our state in at least 10 years, with a guy who seemingly came from nowhere. You know, maybe he goes to Wyoming. That's pretty much his best D1 offer. Then all of a sudden, Alabama, Oklahoma, Missouri, they're all knocking on the door. I'm sure that you knew that he had that potential. Maybe a little surprised, but not much.
Yeah, not at all. He definitely has the talent, because I knew him way back when. Even though he was playing quarterback, I knew he was a great running back. And now that he got his offers, he's committed. He's committed to one of the best schools in the country. It's just something to be proud of.
How would you describe yourself as a running back? Because I actually had a conversation with Joshua when he was our player of the week one week, and I asked him if he had to compare himself to another running back as far as styles. He compared himself to you
Really?
as far as running styles.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
that's the truth. That's the truth. You can go back and watch the video, by the way.
That's crazy.
But I will say this: how would you define yourself as a runner? What style runner? I mean, we're seeing your highlights back here.
Mm-hmm.
What style runner? In fact, I think this is about to be your 99-yard touchdown run against Bixby.
Right.
How would you define yourself as a running back?
I just want to be a complete back. I just want to be able to run the ball, catch the ball, block from a quarterback. I just want to be a complete player. And if you wanted to make a comparison to someone that's doing some successful things right now, I would say Dalvin Cook from Florida State. Like, I really enjoy watching him. He's a one-cut, get up the field. He's very explosive, and he's just entertaining to watch. And I just want to be an entertaining person to watch.
Now, you're headed to OSU, and we talked about this again before we came on. OSU, which in the past, they've gotten some grief from people in this state as far as not recruiting Oklahoma enough. You can't say that about this class, as in our 2016 rankings, 5 of the top 12 guys in our rankings are headed to OSU. Staying close to home, OSU definitely saw the wealth of talent in this class. What does it mean to be a part of not only a special OSU class, but a special state class here in Oklahoma?
It's very special knowing that you said the top 12, 5 of those are going to Oklahoma State. You got Tremont, you have Calvin, you have Dylan, you have me. It's just everybody coming together, staying in state. It's just something special, and we plan to do special things up there.
How close are you with those other guys who have already signed with OSU?
Oh, I've been close to those guys all throughout high school. We've been cool friends. We talk all the time. We all talk pretty much every day. And so it was a pretty easy decision coming up here. I pretty much knew where all those guys were going to wind up going. And it's special that not only that they come to Oklahoma State and stay in state, and that they didn't go to OU, because they definitely had the option.
Right.
And so going to Oklahoma State is really special.
Justice, congrats on a successful career, and thanks so much for coming up here tonight.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy the highlights as well. Look at that. It is another touchdown run. I was actually at that game and got that touchdown run. Yeah, I might be one of those camera guys down there. For Justice Hill, successful career at Booker T. Washington. He's headed to Oklahoma State. So he trades in the orange and black of Booker T for some more orange and black from OSU. For Justice, I'm Michael Knight. We'll be back with another Booker T. Washington Hornet headed up to Lawrence. Who wins when OSU and KU showdown? Let me ask you this. You're one-on-one with Kyle on the gridiron. Who wins that battle?
I don't even think that's a question. Come on now. That's me. Every day, all day is me.
We're going to have to talk to Kyle about that. For Justice, I'm Michael Knight. This is the OK Prep Signing Day special. We'll be back with Kyle Mayberry after this. Stay right with us.